Welcome. In this insightful video, we look into how Stoic philosophy can empower you to navigate the complexities of modern life without sacrificing your mental well-being. Join us on this fundamental journey and learn helpful techniques to shield yourself from negativity and cultivate lasting serenity. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Welcome to the profound wisdom of Stoicism. Discover 50 powerful principles to safeguard your inner peace and keep your resiliency in the face of life's challenges. 1. Protect your inner sanctum. The core of your being, which your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are stored, is your inner sanctum. When you set boundaries and filter out negativity, you create a space of clarity and peacefulness within yourself. This inner sanctuary acts as a refuge, allowing you to maintain a feeling of tranquility and equilibrium among the ups and downs of life. Stoicism teaches that while outside occurrences might be beyond your authority, you have the power to safeguard your inner world from being disturbed by them. 2. Develop emotional calmness. Stoics represent maintaining a steady, healthy state of consciousness. This doesn't mean suppressing or denying emotions, but rather watching them with disengagement and responding to them effectively. By adhering to emotional tranquility, you become less reactive to life's ups and downs, navigating obstacles with clarity and poise. Stoicism emphasizes the building of emotional resilience and equanimity, the ability to keep yourself calm and composed regardless of the situation at hand. 3. Establish limits. Setting unambiguous constraints regarding your time, energy, and emotional space is something that Stoicism encourages. It entails saying no to commitments that aren't consistent with your top goals and putting limits on people who waste your energy or cross your boundaries. By rudely but respectfully enforcing your boundaries, you cultivate self-respect as well as make sure that your needs are met. 4. Exercise in discernment. The ability to discern between that which is under your control and that which is outside of it is known as discernment. The Stoic philosophy holds that concentrating on the things that you can control, such as your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, gives you the strength to navigate life successfully. By emphasizing your energy on the things that you can influence and letting go of the things that you cannot, you liberate yourself from needless stress and frustration. Discernment also enables you to make well-informed choices and allocate your resources prudently, which leads to increased productivity and a truce of mind. 5. Control your responses. Stoics stand for replying to challenges with logic and virtue as opposed to reacting impulsively out of anxiety or rage. By practicing mindfulness and self-worth, you can choose an approach that aligns with your beliefs and objectives. Mastering how you react encourages you to preserve your composure and trustworthiness in the face of adversity, fostering personal growth and resiliency. One of the key principles of conservatism is the significance of mastering your reactions to external events. 6. Select quiet over conflict. Deciding on silence over argument shows your strong character and discipline, fostering unity and comprehension in how you communicate with other people. The principles of Stoicism emphasize the importance of caution and silence, particularly during instances of conflict or discord. Rather than participating in pointless arguments or debates, Stoics advocate keeping a calm and dignified silence. This is not a sign of inaction or acquiescence, but rather a conscious decision to preserve your vitality and tranquility. 7. Accept solitude. A positive connection with yourself can be fostered by embracing solitude, which doesn't mean excluding yourself from others. Embracing solitude allows you to build up self-awareness, imagination, and resilience, enhancing your overall well-being and effectiveness in society. In the midst of life's busyness and distractions, Stoicism encourages carving out time for solitude to reconnect with your inner self. Whether through meditation, contemplation, or isolated pursuits, solitude allows you to recharge your batteries and develop clarity about your values and priorities. 8. Minimize negativity exposure. In an age full of negativity, Stoicism suggests avoiding your exposure to negativity-producing sources such as negative people, toxic environments, or depressing media. By deliberately choosing to surround yourself with motivation and joy, you create an environment that is conducive to development and health. This is not to say that you should ignore or deny the existence of negativity. Rather, it means that you should minimize its impact on your emotional and mental well-being. By adopting an optimistic mentality and actively seeking out positive experiences, you strengthen your defenses against negative emotions and develop trust and adaptability. 9. Practice introspection. Stoicism increases regular contemplation to honestly and clearly examine your views, feelings, and actions. By reflecting on your events and decisions, you gain important insights into your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for enhancement. It also enables you to identify patterns and convictions that may be avoiding you from making improvements in your life. By making self-reflection a habit, you can improve your awareness of yourself and develop bigger self-mastery and realness. 10. Feed your thoughts. When you feed your brain with nourishing content, you broaden your horizons, stimulate your intellect, and develop wisdom and discernment. Nourishing your mind also shields you from the negative effects of mental stagnation and complacency, keeping your intellect sharp and your spirit vibrant. By putting first mental nourishment, you invest in your personal growth and satisfaction, enriching your life with meaning and purpose. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of feeding your mind with uplifting and edifying content, just as you nourish your body with healthy food. The ways in which you do this are through reading informative books, having meaningful conversations, and exposing yourself to literary and artistic works that inspire and uplift you. 11. Accept your imperfection. Accepting our shortcomings and drawbacks releases us from the tyranny of self-criticism and unrealistic expectations. On the other hand, embracing imperfections allows us to cultivate a sense of humility and authenticity, fostering deeper connections with ourselves and others. Stoics support for acceptance and self-compassion instead of striving for unachievable perfection. 12. Put your inner growth first. When we focus on inner expansion and self-improvement, we invest in qualities like wisdom, bravery, resilience, and compassion, which are necessary for living a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Inner growth is a continuous process of discovering oneself and self-mastery, leading to greater awareness of myself, fulfillment, and inner peace. Stoics advocate for cultivating virtues and qualities that lead to inner fulfillment and well-being instead of seeking confirmation or happiness from outside influence. 13. Exercise distancing. Through the technique of detachment, we free one another from the grip of anxiety and fear and agree to life's uncertainties with equanimity and grace. Detachment does not mean disinterest or apathy, but rather a deep sense of inner tranquility and calm that comes from relinquishing to the flow of life. Detachment is the practice of releasing oneself of attachment to effects and external events. Stoicism teaches us to accept the temporary nature of life and its futility of trying to control all things. 14. Seek insight. In Stoic, the study of philosophy, wisdom is highly esteemed because it offers direction and clarity in dealing with the complexities of life. Stoics hold that true wisdom is found in comprehending the nature of reality and living according to ageless principles of virtue and reason. We can gain insights into human nature and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world surrounding us by pursuing wisdom via learning, examination, and lifelong experience. 15. Foster appreciation. Expressing appreciation is a discipline which demands conscious effort and meditation, but its benefits are immense, leading to higher levels of happiness, resilience, and overall well-being. Gratitude is an effective remedy to negativity and discontentment. The Stoic tradition teaches us to cultivate thankfulness for the blessings in our lives, no matter how small or allegedly insignificant. By focusing on the things we have rather than what we lack, we alter our perspective from scarcity to abundance, building a sense of fulfillment and joy. 16. Pardon others. The Stoic understand that creating grudges only serves to harm us in the long run by ingesting our hearts and minds with negativity. By practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the emotional shackles of the past, or allow ourselves to continue forward with greater peace and freedom. It is important to note that forgiveness does not imply endorsing or arguing for harmful behavior. Rather, it is the decision to let go of the pain and animosity that keep us incarcerated in the past. 17. Pay attention to the fix. By putting emphasis on finding constructive solutions and taking decisive action, Stoics don't dwell on problems or obstacles and instead approach life's challenges with a proactive, solution-oriented mindset. By adopting this mindset, we empower ourselves to overcome adversity and achieve what we want with greater efficiency and effectiveness. Additionally, by focusing on solutions, we cultivate adaptability and optimism as we acquire knowledge to see challenges as chances to experience growth and learning. 18. Show some patience. As a quality highly prized in classical philosophy, perseverance enables us to weather life's calamities with equanimity and kindness, knowing that every challenge is a chance for growth and discovery of oneself. Stoics acknowledge that progress takes time and that instant gratification frequently arrives at the expense of long-term happiness. As a result, engaging in patience teaches us to cultivate resilience and persistence in the face of adversity, depending on the inherent cycles of life and the power of perseverance. 19. Accept change. To thrive in a constantly shifting environment, we must learn to embrace change, which cultivates freedom and adaptability. It also allows us to let go of outdated beliefs and behaviors that no longer serve us. Embracing shift is an essential part of life, and Stoicism teaches us to take on it with openness and acceptance. Rather than resisting change or clinging to the status quo, Stoics embrace the transient nature of being, realizing that change is essential for growth and evolution. 20. Lead an integral life. Living with integrity means living in accordance with our values and principles, even in the face of temptation or adversity. Living with integrity helps us raise a sense of self-respect and authenticity, knowing that we are acting in accordance with our highest ideals. Existing with integrity also fosters trust and respect in our relationships, as others understand our sincerity and dedication to ethical conduct. Integrity is one of the core virtues espoused by Stoic philosophy, as it forms the foundation of a virtuous and meaningful life. 21. Practice self-compassion. Self-kindness is a critical component of Stoic thought because it allows us to be kind and understanding to ourselves, particularly when we encounter difficulties or collapse. Stoics realize that we are all fallible human beings who sometimes make mistakes and experience setbacks. Rather than criticizing ourselves for our flaws, self-love invites us to show ourselves the same amount of empathy and understanding we would show a close friend going through a comparable scenario. By engaging in self-compassion exercises, we can develop resilience and inner strength, since we understand that we are deserving of unconditional acceptance and forgiveness despite our imperfections and shortcomings. 22. Quality rather than quantity. In an atmosphere that tends to place more value on quantity than quality, Stoicism encourages us to place a greater importance on substance and excellence in all spheres of life, including relationships, possessions, and experiences. By concentrating on the important things in life and allocating our time, energy, and resources appropriately, we grow a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Choosing Stoicism also develops mindfulness and wisdom as we become more think in our use of resources and pursuit of our objectives. In the end, putting quality above quantity enriches our lives with depth, meaning, and delight, which increases our perception of fulfillment and well-being. 23. Exercise restraint. As a core value of Stoic philosophy, moderation promotes harmony and balance in all facets of life. Excess and extremes, according to Stoics, frequently result in anger and imbalance, whereas moderation develops stability and fulfillment. We develop self-discipline and self-control, while we practice small amounts in our practices, desires, and endeavors, avoiding the traps of excess and overindulgence. Balance also builds resilience and sustainability, as it keeps us from burning out and helps us stay on an uninterrupted course in the face of temptation or misfortune. Ultimately, small amounts enables us to live an easier, more maintained, meaningful, and moral life. 24. Make your life easier. The end simplification makes it possible to live deliberately and authentically, aligning our actions with our values and priorities. In a world full of complexity and distractions, Stoicism counsels us to simplify our lives in order to focus on what really matters. To simplify is to declutter not only the environment in which we live, but also our schedules, commitments, and order of importance. By doing away with pointless preoccupations and commitments, we make room for the things that truly carry us joy, fulfillment, and significance. 25. Acknowledge uncertainty. An unavoidably part of life is uncertainty, which Stoicism teaches us to embrace with courage and acceptance. Rather than living in fear of the unknown or striving to control every outcome, Stoics acknowledge that uncertainty is an unavoidable component of the human experience. By embracing confusion, we develop resilience and adaptability, learning to navigate life's turns and turns with grace and equanimity. Embracing uncertainty also fosters humility and openness as we acknowledge the limitations of our knowledge and recognize the richness of life's unforeseeable journey. In the end, embracing uncertainty enables us to live more fully and authentically, acknowledging the wonder and ambiguity of the unfolding moment. 26. Practice empathy. Empathy is a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy because it helps people connect, understand, and feel compassion for others. Stoics believe that despite our differences, we are all connected and share a shared humanity. Through practicing understanding, we can better understand others' experiences, viewpoints, and feelings. Empathy also encourages compassion as well as kindness because we work to lessen others' suffering and support them on their journey. In the end, practicing empathy improves our relationships, friendships, and a more compassionate and serene world. 27. Keep your eye on the present. Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of living in the present moment because it is the only moment over which we truly have control. Rather than living in the past or worrying about the future, they encourage us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, where life unfolds in all its richness and beauty. By focusing on the present, we develop mindfulness and awareness, which enables us to fully engage with life's events and appreciate the here and now. Moreover, focusing on the present fosters inner peace and contentment because we let go of regrets about the past and nervousness about the future. In the end, focusing on the present allows us to live more fully and authentically, savoring each moment as it comes. 28. Accept failure. Embracing failure allows us to live more courageously and authentically, unafraid to pursue our dreams and overcome obstacles in the way. Failure is an inevitable part of life, and caution teaches us to embrace it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Rather than fearing failure or letting it discourage us, Stoics view it as a natural and necessary aspect of the journey towards achievement and contentment. So willingness to take hazards and venture outside of our comfort zones, as well as humility and self-awareness, are all benefits of accepting failure as an integral component of life's inevitable lessons. 29. Nurture connections. The center of human existence is relationships, and the philosophy of Stoicism emphasizes the value of cultivating meaningful connections with others. Whether in the form of family, friends, or the community, Stoics understand that associations offer support, company, and opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Fostering relationships helps us develop empathy, compassion, and respect for one another, as well as a feeling of belonging and connection. It also fosters personal growth and well-being because it allows us to share our joys and sorrows with those we care about, learn from others, and receive support when we need it most. In the end, nurturing relationships enrich our lives with joy, connection, and meaning, which enhances our satisfaction and happiness. 30. Exercise self-humility. It's a fundamental courtesy of Stoic philosophy. Humility cultivates an openness, receptivity, and humility towards life's mysteries and complexities. Stoics acknowledge that we are but specks in the vastness of the universe, and to be modest serves as a reminder of our limitations and interconnectedness with all beings. Humility also fosters empathy and compassion as we recognize our shared humanity and treat others with respect and compassion. In the end, humility practice cultivates a willingness to learn from others and a feeling of gratitude and marvel for the wonders of existence today. Humility also fosters a sense of our appreciation and awe for the wonderfully of being alive. 31. Embrace simplicity's beauty. Accepting our simplicity releases us from the pursuit of material possessions and external validation, finding contentment and joy in the present moment. Whether it's taking in a peaceful moment in nature, sharing a home-cooked meal with loved ones, or finding comfort in a good book, simplicity helps us to reconnect with what truly matters and find beauty in the ordinary. Stoicism emphasizes finding beauty and fulfillment in clarity, emphasizing the delight that comes from acknowledging life's simple pleasures. 32. Put acceptance into practice. The core of the Stoic schools of thought is acceptance, which teaches us to accept life as it is with all of its joys and sorrows. Rather than resisting or denying reality, Stoics advocate for accepting the present moment with grace and equanimity. By practicing acceptance, we develop inner peace and resilience, which enable us to deal with life's ups and downs more calmly and easily. The acceptance also cultivates humility and thankfulness as we learn to acknowledge our interconnectedness with the universe and to appreciate the blessings in our lives. 33. Develop your inner power. To face hardships and overcome obstacles, we need to strengthen our inner resources, which helps us access our innate resilience and courage. The practice of Stoicism teaches us how to cultivate inner strength through mindfulness, self-discipline, and self-reflection. Cultivating inner strength also encourages self-confidence and being empowered as we learn to trust in our abilities and persist in the face of challenges. 34. Lead a purposeful life. Staying with purpose cultivates a more profound feeling of meaning and connection, as well as a greater sense of agency and autonomy. It also encourages resilience and dedication, as we are motivated by a sense of goals and objectives that transcends instantaneous setbacks and challenges. Purpose gives our lives meaning and direction, guiding our choices and actions with clarity and intention. Stoicism encourages us to discover our unique purpose and align our lives with it, fostering a sense of satisfaction and happiness. 35. Exercise self-control. As we learn to master our impulses and desires, we become better able to make responsible choices and pursue our long-term goals with determination and focus. Self-discipline additionally develops resilience and inner strength as we learn to overcome obstacles and persevere in the face of difficulties. Self-discipline is the key to achieving our goals and living with integrity and intention. Self-discipline is taught by Stoicism through practices such as meditation, self-awareness, and self-control. 36. Pay attention to time. The most valuable resource we have is time, which Stoicism reminds us to use wisely and intentionally. By paying attention to time, we can focus on activities and pursuits that are consistent with our principles and objectives, making the most of each moment and embracing it with gratitude and presence. Finally, by practicing mindfulness of time, we can develop a sense of urgency and purpose, as well as a greater appreciation for the fleeting qualities of life. 37. Discover joy in giving. Stoics understand that true joy and fulfillment come from helping others and having a positive impact on the world. Finding joy in service helps us cultivate empathy and compassion, as well as a sense of purpose and meaning. Service also fosters gratitude and humility as we realize that all beings are interconnected and that our actions have the power to create positive change. Service to others is a core value in Stoic philosophy. 38. Exercise flexibility. Living in a world that is constantly changing requires us to be flexible and resilient, and Stoicism teaches us how to embrace change in this way. By practicing adaptability, we improve our ability to deal with life's unexpected turns, changing our direction when necessary, and coming up with innovative solutions to problems. Practicing adaptability also helps us to develop an open and curious mindset and a willingness to learn from new experiences. 39. Foster inner calm. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner peace through practices such as mindfulness, self-awareness, and acceptance. By cultivating inner peace, we foster a deep sense of serenity and contentment that transcends external circumstances. Inner peace is the foundation of a fulfilling and meaningful life, and Stoicism offers practical tools and techniques for cultivating it. 40. Look for balance. Maintaining a healthy, harmonious, and fulfilling life requires balance, which Stoicism teaches us to seek in all spheres of life. Specifically, Stoics promote balance in our ideas, feelings, behaviors, and relationships, as well as in our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. By pursuing balance, we develop resilience and vitality, as well as a greater sense of harmony and equilibrium. Stoicism also pushes us to prioritize self-care and introspection, as well as meaningful relationships and engaging in joyful, fulfilling activities. Suggested in self-care and self-reflection, Stoicism encourages us to prioritize self-care and introspection.